Good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Principal Sir and my dear colleagues, today we are here to conduct a capacity building program under CBSE. The topic for today's in-house training is on your screen. The topic is strategies for happy classroom. How a teacher can conduct his classroom more happy, joyful and entertaining. We all are teachers and this is the era of education and new motivation. So this is our duty to motivate our students gradually so that they can cope up with the time. They can make themselves more confident to face the challenges of the time. The topic is very entertaining. How we will motivate the students, inspire our students to join the class regularly, to come to the school regularly, and how they will select a favorite teacher. Every student has a favorite teacher. How a teacher becomes favorite. How a teacher fixes his goal to educate his students. How he fulfills and completes his syllabus as well as the social activities and the school activities. So this is our duty to maintain all these things following the school rules and regulations. But before this, I think there are some traditional ways we follow in our classrooms, and some of the teachers who believe that there are some different ways also to conduct the class and make the class more entertaining. I will ask some questions to you and will reply. First, it is an old tradition, it is old belief. You will say either it is right or wrong. गाय दूध देती है. It is right or wrong? Right. No. गाय का दूध निकालना पड़ता है. गाय दूध नहीं देती, गाय का दूध निकालना पड़ता है. सेम वे हमें हमेशा कुछ पाने के लिए खोना पड़ता है. राइट और रॉन्ग? राइट? यस सर. नो. पाने के लिए खोना नहीं पड़ता, पाने के लिए कुछ करना पड़ता है, उसके बाद हम कुछ पाते हैं. So this is the old belief we have to change. When we will change our mindset, then we will make our class entertaining, asking some type of questions. Sometimes ask in the class, and this is the old proverb, डर के आगे जीत है. Right or wrong? Right sir. No. डर के आगे दर्द है, उसके बाद जीत है. This is the old way. This is the traditional way we regularly teach our students. But when we change our mindset, the thinking attitude, then our students think that my teacher is giving something extra, something new. Although that is not new. This is just the way of thinking. Our attitude, the way we think and give our students new lessons with new ideas. The topic is the ideas, classroom management, ideas for a calm and happy classroom. What are the ideas? We have to maintain a relation between the teacher and the student. Sometimes parents also come, they complain, and we give our grievances, our answers, we choose whatever we like to show. But do you think the relation between parent and the teacher is most pious? Because a guardian believes the teacher is the creator of the child's future. So this is our duty to make their future, and we have to be trustworthy of our students. And how can we do so? We have to create different types of ideologies, different types of ideas. And then the students will like to come towards the classroom. we don't have need to praise ourselves when a student say, I get fearful when I see such and such teacher. Why we should like to get such type of proverb towards us? That I am the teacher, when I enter in the classroom, all the students become silent, cool and calm, the fear arrives on their faces. Quite happy. You are a teacher and they are your students. When you enter in the class, why they become fearful? They must welcome you with full zeal, with enthusiasm and happiness. Whenever teachers see you, they must have to be more happy. Why the students become fearful? Why our appearance becomes so dangerous that the students feels that he is fearful to see the teacher? We are the teacher, we are the guardian, we are the friend in some of the way. So we have to behave in such a manner that students, when they start from their houses to come towards the school, their faces must be looked like the rising sun. They must look like happy child. Sir, photo number 1 kindly. See this photo. Photo number 1. Person. Yes. I would like to say one of my friends kindly explain this photo in a single sentence. What this photo describes, what this photo says. Kindly say this photo.
The frolic of students.
Yes. Someone else? What this photo symbolizes?
They are in happy mood.
They are
in happy mood and they are going to school.
They are going to school.
Yes.
They are in happy mood and they are going to school. So we have to create an atmosphere when students start to their houses, they should be in such a way. They come to the school in a happy manner. Not thinking that today in English class, today in mathematics class, and I get fearful to see the teacher of the mathematics and English. They have to appreciate their teachers. They should wait the class of concerned teacher that I am waiting the period number 7 because I like the teacher most, the way of her teaching or his teaching I like most. So even it becomes the 7th period, the last period of the class, the teacher are eager to hear you, then you are in the position to create a happy classroom. This is the single funda to create a happy classroom. Kindly, first page, sir, of the yes, first page. Now we see here are some ideas how will it
देखिए
here it is written. Making classroom happy is one of the finest arts which is the habit of a good teacher. Making classroom happy is the finest art. It is written. What is art? Do you know what is art? What is the definition of art? You have definitely heard the name of Aristotle. And Aristotle has given the definition of art. Art is an imitation.
Way of expression because
Of course.
effective way of
So
expression.
every teacher has its own and different art to explain himself or herself. And that art should be included in the habit of the teacher. A teacher should be habituated to follow such type of arts that every teacher, every student must feel happy to see the teacher. Second, teachers are always looking for new classroom management strategies. We must have to always be in search of new strategies, new plans, new ideas, new goals, new challenges. How we will make our classroom more interactive? How will we make our classroom more happy? Today we are always talking about the students in our houses, in our classroom. See, your younger brother is more intelligent than you. See, your neighbor child is more intelligent than you. See, your friend is more intelligent than you. See, your relative is more entertaining and intelligent than you. And then we accept from our child that he should watch inside himself. How it will happen? We always motivate our world to see the other person. See your neighbor child, see your friend, see your elder brother, see your relative, and then we hope he will see inside himself. कैसे संभव? दिन में 5 बार उसकी तुलना हम दूसरों से करते हैं, 5 बार दूसरों को देखने को कहते हैं, और सामने कहते हैं आज तुमने अपने अंदर झांक के देखा, तुमने आज क्या किया? हमने उसको अंदर झांकने का मौका कब दिया? हम तो लगातार दूसरों को दिखाते रहे उसको, और दूसरों को देखने में उसने पूरा समय बिताया, सामने पूछ रहे तुमने अपने अंदर झांका, तुमने क्या किया? We never inspire our students to see and watch and believe over themselves. This is our duty to encourage all the students to make them happy. Either a student is poor in reading or he is good in reading. It's our duty to encourage all the students. Every student must understand the teacher is encouraging me. My teacher is thinking about myself. Then he will feel himself happy. Never ignore any student in your class. Every student is important for a teacher. Every student is precious for a teacher. Remember this and always try to make your all students happy. When as a guardian tries to make all his children happy in the house, such as a teacher must try to make his own students happy in the classroom. This should be our way. You think? We always try to tell our students the story of research. You should have to fight a race against the society. You have to compete a examination. You have to be in a race. I think we should teach them that when you are facing a race, always remember the G of God and create a word grace. And when you will think about the grace, G for God and next is race, then he will take a moral lesson, and by the grace of Almighty God, he will be winner of the race. So, being a teacher, you have to not to create an atmosphere, but you have to create new words, new stories, new thinking, new ideas, new moralities, and you have to share in the classroom. Then a student will cope up with this. Then a student will remember this. Third point, a good teacher is always looking to improve his classroom work and the works hard to try different strategies in order to find the ones that work best for him and his students. Try to find different ones. We always feel comfortable to follow the traditional rule of teaching because you are habituated for that. Thinking the new vibes, thinking the new ideas is more not very comfortable, it is painful. But when you will not create a new thing, how will you make someone happy? In every lecture, in every training, a teacher always delivers the same joke in the classroom. How the teacher will enjoy the joke? How the student will enjoy your joke? You are always telling a single joke for last 10 years. You have to create new jokes. You have to create new stories according to which must be relevant according to the society for the benefit of the students. You have to create new stories. It is not always true that the story of tortoise, the story of rabbit is always true. The time is changed, situation is changed, the design of race is changed, the rule of the race is changed. So why it is necessary that always the tortoise will win the race? It is not needed that always the tortoise will win the race. It is possible that rabbit may also win the race. It depends on your story. Why the the person who runs fast is why should be punishable to the society. The story was created for those persons who are lazy. But a student who is not lazy, he is fast. Why not we say that the person who is not lazy and fast, he can also be in the way. We should not try to say such type of story in class if the student thinks that, ma'am, sir, I never become lazy in my syllabus completing. I am always a regular student. I put in my task regularly. So why should I not win the race if I am a rabbit? Why the tortoise will always win the race? So the relevancy of the story also becomes meaningful if you share in the class. We are teacher. Why we are called creator? Why you are creator? What is the cause that we are called creator? What we create? What we create in the school? We create syllabus, we create class routine, and after that, what we create in the classroom? Why are created? I make your child's fortune. I am fortune creator. I make your child's future. In what way? What is the way if a guardian asks us, sir, what are the ways you are making my child's future so creative and very much impressive? What are the ways? Oh, there are many ways. I enter in the classroom, I go to the blackboard, I have a dust in my hand, a chalk in my hand, so I write something and all the students imitate them. Is this the way to make a future? I am a good orator, I speak everything in class. Is this a way to create a future? So, we have to think ourselves that how we can make our classroom creative. I will ask any one of my friends kindly share in 2 or 3 lines what should be the procedure to make a classroom happy. How can we make our classroom happy? Any one of you kindly share your ideas. What should be the ways?
Sir, first we said a beautiful story in reference to the text.
1 minute. Then again.
The way of making a classroom happy. Okay.
Yes,
Your name please.
First point is this.
Your name please.
Manoj Kumar.
Okay, carry on.
First, we said a beautiful story in reference to the text, which is given to teach the student.
Okay.
Second is this, whatever we are going to teach, we have to give some common words related to the topic, and we make the another stories or poem, just like acronym.
Okay.
This is the second point. And the third point is this, what does the student know about the earlier about the topic, which I am going to teach them. These are the 3 points. On the basis of that, we can make our class happy.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Now, next point. Can come to the point. Next slide, please. Next slide. Walk around the room. When you enter in the classroom, it's our duty to move in the classroom thoroughly to watch either all the students in the correct position or not. Next. Whether your students are quietly working at their desks or are sitting with their center groups, walking around the room is so important. We have to watch. Either they are doing their works in a group, or they are sitting individually, or they are talking. We have to know our classroom where we have to perform. If I am coming here to perform something, it's my duty to watch first. Who are the students and what they are doing? If they are in the position to listen me or not. So that I must create the classroom environment to say something. As a teacher, first you have to create an environment and then you have to deliver. It is not easy to do simply enter in the classroom and start the teaching or giving the lessons for the students. Second, keep them on their toes by circulating constantly around them. If you stay your desk while kids are working independently, they will more likely to get off task. many of us do so. If you stay your desk, I am standing here and I have given some task to you. It is possible that those students who are not interested to solve the task, they will make a group and start to talk with each other. When I will start to move in the whole class, they will watch the teacher and engage themselves to solve the question. So every teacher must walk in the class. Then a student will definitely see that teacher is watching me. And then he or she will engage in the class. Next, walking around the room and making your presence known will help kids become aware that you are there for them when they need you. This is the positive aspect. One aspect, a student will feel that teacher is watching me, so I should do the task. And second positive aspect, the student is making the task. He hesitates or feeling some problem solving the task. Suddenly he sees that the teacher is just behind me or teacher is just towards me. He will just ask, what is the answer? Yeah, what is the answer? Or kindly explain the questions. And you will just explain the question and the student will start to solve that. So walking in the classroom is important as you will be a helpful hand for the teacher, for the student. So movement in the classroom will help the students to understand your task. They will not hesitate to ask. Sometimes it happens that a shy student is struggling to solve a question. But he thinks, if I stand in the class and ask the question in the whole class, all the students will laugh over me. So, knowing that he is unable to solve the question, he hesitates and does not ask the question in the open class. But if a teacher moves around the class with all the students, he will think that only I am asking the question, teacher will answer the question. Two people will only know that the problem of the student. So moving to the classroom will help the student to encourage him to solve the question. Next slide, sir. Ask your students for feedback. We never do so. If a teacher does not like to know the feedback about him, the opinions of students regarding myself, what my students are thinking about me, my teaching style, my way of teaching. So how I will improve myself? How will I change my stories? I always go in a class, I always deliver a story, and I am happy that my students are always happy. They are entertaining in my class. I never want a feedback to them. If I get a feedback, a student comes and says, sir, for last 4 months you are telling 2 or 3 jokes regularly in the class. Now you are bored of your jokes. Kindly change your jokes, sir. Then I will change my joke to deliver in the class. But if I will be happy myself to think that I am just conducting the class very happily, peacefully, coolly and calmly and all the students are feeling better in my classroom, I am a good teacher. Such type of illusion will decrease my teaching habit and attitudes. So always try to get feedback. And if you have courage, I am using the word courage. If you have courage, if you are confident, so ask about your teaching style to your friends, to your colleagues. Am I teaching better in my class? Are my students are happy with me? Is my way of teaching is good, or I should improve it? Then you will know that it is needed some to change my style. It is needed to improve my class style. It is needed to write on the board also. Have you tried to know that you are writing on the boards, whatever you write on the boards, Are their students are in the position to understand all the things? Or you just write and become cool and either student is copying or not, you don't know? Have you tried to know any time that the questions you have written on the board, your students have understood or not? Either your handwriting is readable or not on the blackboard. You are happy with your handwriting. Here your students are not understanding your handwriting. How will you communicate your lesson to your students? How will you communicate the topic you have written here to your students? Writing is a way of communication. So it is possible that when you write here on the blackboard and go near the last bench and sit at the last bench and watch from there that your writing is looking clearly or not. Sometimes you take a photograph of your handwriting. If you have courage, I just say again, to just take a photograph of your handwriting and a leisure time watch your photograph of your handwriting. And then tell, yes, I am happy with my handwriting. You always take selfie of your face. Sometimes take the selfie of handwriting also. And took it on your WhatsApp status. Your friends, your relatives, your students must know about your handwriting also. Then you will understand the new ideas of teaching. To beat your students that you are not making the construction of A, construction of B, construction of D is wrong. Have you thought your construction is right or wrong? Or you have got the permission, you have the authority to damage all designs of the words and the letters? What are you doing with the letters? What you are doing with the words? It is necessary to watch, learn and evaluate ourselves. If some of my teachers have not a good handwriting, and he regularly punishes the students, make your handwriting clean and clear, make your handwriting clean and clear, make your handwriting clean and clear. How he will create a happy classroom? Boys are annoyed with his handwriting. The boys are puzzled to see the handwriting of the teacher, and they are regularly beaten by the teacher for the handwriting. How will it? A teacher, if a teacher has a strong nail, luxurious nail, decorated nail, he or she moves in the assembly and punishes the students for the nails. If your student is blind, does he not watch your nails? He definitely watch your nails.
Luxurious nail.
No, luxurious nails. Some people think that my nail is my luxury. I will show it, the different designs of nail. I have seen the different kinds of nail decorated in a different kinds and different ways. Nail is the medium to decorate. And our elders had said, nail is just to cut it. Never try to make long. Nails should never think that I become more and more stronger and longer. But we make our nails longer. And when we make our nails longer, the dirtiest thing of the finger, so think our ideas, how it should be more positive and creative. We invest our time to create our nails more attractive. Now next, sir, when you are asked, yes, next project. Never underestimate the power of praise. Kids love to be told that they are awesome. Do it as often as you can. Never underestimate the power of praise kids. Power of praising to anyone is spiritual. some people don't have loyalty, kind heart to praise others. Praising others is a gift of God. You must have a big heart. You must have a pious heart to praise Him. Forgiveness and praising. These are two great qualities for any human being. If someone forgives others or if someone praises others. These are the qualities if a people have, he must succeed in his life. I would like to ask any of my teachers, how much of them like to praise their students? Yes, madam. Yes. Please come here, madam. Please come here. Please come here. कैमरा घुमा दीजिए इस तरफ। यहाँ पे देखिए। बस वहीं share your experience.
So about praising my students.
Of course.
Yeah, I love to praise my students because when I praise them, they come to me with greater zeal than before. And they participate in the class activities with more happiness and more zeal.
Thank you, madam. Your name, please?
Kavita Singh.
Thank you, madam. Anyone else? No, wait. You have already told once. Someone else who believes that praising is a very good manner to encourage the student. Anyone else? Praising is a good manner to encourage students. Anyone else? Yes. Name, please. Name first.
This is Sarika Singh.
Okay.
When I praised a student, he is a very naughty student in class 1B. His name is Risuraj.
Okay.
And he is very naughty and he makes a noise every in class. And when I saw his writing and I praised him, your writing is beautiful and you do something new and do very well in study. And I talked with him I think 10 minutes. After that, he started learning every day. And then he grew up in themselves. And he asked me, ma'am, if when you praised me, I start to learn every book and I start to write in beautiful handwriting. It's my achievement.
Thank you very much. Very good. Yes, sir. Your name first.
May I go there?
Of course, why not? Yes.
मैं प्रकाश सिंह। छात्रों की प्रशंसा यदि शिक्षक के मुंह से की जाती है या शिक्षक छात्रों की प्रशंसा करते हैं तो जहाँ तक मैं समझता हूँ उनमें एक अलग तरीके का आत्मविश्वास जागृत होता है और वो कुछ और बेहतर करने की तरफ ज़्यादा उत्साहित होते हैं।
Very good. Thank you, sir. Now, anyone else? It means, may I say that the rest of the teachers don't believe that praising is a good manner?
No, praising is according to you.
Name, sir. Name, please.
Myself, name is Ajit Kumar Parma.
And HOD of chemistry.
And also head of department of chemistry.
Okay, sir.
According to my opinion, praising, or we can say that praise is the very good tools. Praise is the tools for the student. It will enhance the reading ability, and it will also develop the interest regarding the study. So, according to my opinion, the praise is the good tools for the teacher.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, Vinay sir.
My name is Vinay Kumar. According to my thought, praising is a very good tool in bringing child's emotion out. Most of the childs are unable to say something in the class. But when we praise a child, I find myself that the child some days earlier, some days ago, was unable to say something, but after praising, I found that he has got some power to deliver something. He was paying more attention rather than those before, when he was not praised by me. So I think praising will bring attention to the students. Not only one student should be praised, most of the students and all the students in the classroom should be praised, and their attention should be brought towards us, and praising will make our teaching style very worthy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
by praising we create a bond between the teacher and the student. And in the classroom, the bond between the teacher and the student is very necessary. And by praising, the student thinks that the teacher is taking a special care of mine. The first thing is that the bond between teacher and a student is created, and by the confidence is also aroused in the students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is the point. We are talking and Vinod sir is
I
talking.
want to express my own idea
Oh,
over the
okay,
point,
okay, okay.
over the
Carry on,
point,
carry on.
because you have given me a chance.
Yes, sir.
I am myself Manoj Kumar. I would like to tell about this praising of students in the class. I also recommend Maria Montessori. She also recommends her students to praise in the class. There are many more ways to praise the students. When students make their homework and present before the teachers, and as per the performance of the student, teacher provide them a star or grade and any other comment based on sentence like excellent, better. On the basis of that, we praise students, and with the help of other icons, just like a rose, marigold, and other things which are likely to be good for the students. I think this is the art of praising the student in the class is much more beneficial.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now come to the next point. Most of the class will want the same kind of attention and will work toward it. We have already talked about it. Every student thinks that my teacher is for myself in the class. And every guardian also thinks the same. So this is our duty as a teacher. We just win the trust of our student, that every student must understand that my teacher is for me. He is watching me, he is taking care properly to me, and the teacher can solve my all problems. He is the creator of my dreams of life. He will fulfill my dreams. Whatever I like to do, my teacher will help me do such and such, so and so. So we must win the trust and always try to maintain the trust of a student towards us they have created. Next point, sir, next slide. Give kids a chance to talk. Kids like to talk. If you want them to feel included in your class, you need to give them plenty of talking opportunities. Being a teacher, it is our duty, it is our responsibility, it is our morality, that in the period of 45 minutes, being a teacher, if we speak 30 minutes, we provide 15 minutes time for our students, that they must say whatever they think, they must share their feelings about the question, about the story, about the thoughts, and whatever they like to say. It will make them confident that they are in the position to say something, as in the English communication class my students always say, and here my all students are sitting silently, they are just watching. How can I feel? If a teacher, I am just telling a story. I know a teacher who regularly goes to school and conduct a English communication class for his students or his friends. He always labors hard that his students will be able to speak. And after a fortnight, an event came. It was a time to express their thoughts and feelings. The teacher was present there, and his students were fully silent. It will encourage the teacher or discourage the teacher. Discourage the teacher. So if the story is going on, I think students will honor his teacher to say something in this class also. Every teacher provide times for their students, make them more talkative. Teacher has learned, teacher has come in the class to deliver the lecture. Students are in the way, in the process to learn. So provide maximum time for each and every student. Come forward, deliver whatever you like to say yourself. If you are not comfortable to explain about the topic, say about the school, say about the teacher, say about your atmosphere, say about what you like to say. Just say. Deliver something, talk about your father, about your mother, your sister, your family, but just talk. When you will start to learn talk, then he will learn to talk meaningfully. First, nonsense talking, then meaningful talking. Never try to make your students so smart that they will start firstly to deliver meaningful sentences and meaningful talks. Always think that your students will first deliver nonsense talks, and you will have to patience to listen to them and encourage them. Then you will come to the point with a meaningful sentences. First make them sentence, either it is right or wrong, then give the lesson that this is the definition of sentence, then you will learn how to make a sentence. Next. So I have to say myself. This is also a way of a teacher. That if you are not in a position with a syllabus, you have to conduct the class without syllabus, with full confidence. And your student must have not known that my teacher is out of syllabus. This is an art. So if you are conducting your class peacefully, does it happen that you think my students are sitting in my class peacefully because I am teaching very well? All of you are sitting here. Listen me, I am not saying carefully. Listening me just. May I think that I am delivering a very good speech and all my teachers are very happy with my lecture and they are very eager to listen to me. May I think so? Of course not. I never think so. It is possible that some of them are not agree with my opinions. It is possible some of them will think apart from my opinions. It is possible some of them are not interested to listen to the lecture. It is possible some of them are thinking bored by the lecture. It is possible some of them are thinking about their different kinds of assignments. So never think that if you are conducting a class and all the students are sitting peacefully, it means they are listening yourself very peacefully and you are conducting with pure happiness. It is possible. क्या आपने क्लास में कभी उन बच्चों को देखा है जो सबसे शैतान बच्चे होते हैं? कुछ टीचर कहते हैं मेरे क्लास में तो कभी शैतानी करते उसको नहीं देखा. कुछ कहते हैं उसकी शैतानी से तो मैं बहुत परेशान हो गया हूं. नहीं, मैंने तो कभी नहीं देखा. इसकी वजह क्या है? इसकी वजह यह है कि उसने आपको बकस दिया, जाइए पढ़ा लीजिए, आज कुछ नहीं करेंगे, आज चुप ही रहेंगे, आज सुनेंगे तो बिल्कुल नहीं आपकी बात, हम ये तो भूल ही जाइए क्योंकि बात हम सुन रहे हैं। हाँ, लेकिन चुपचाप रहेंगे, आप पढ़ा लीजिए सफलतापूर्वक, आ जाएगा, आप ही खुश रहिए। इस थिंकिंग के साथ वे क्लास को कंडक्ट करने देते हैं। आप ये सोचते हैं कि मैंने इतना बढ़िया पढ़ाया कि क्लास का सबसे बदमाश बच्चा भी आज हमको सुनने में एकदम मगन हो गया। बिल्कुल मगन नहीं है, वो प्लानिंग कर रहा है कि बाहर जाके क्या करना है, और वो चाहता है कि आप उसके प्लान में डिस्टर्ब नहीं करें, इसलिए वो आपको भी डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर रहा है। फॉर्मूला बहुत सिंपल सा है, आप उसको डिस्टर्ब मत कीजिए, वो आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेगा। दोनों आदमी अपने प्लानिंग में लगे, आप डिलीवर कर रहे हैं, वो मेंटली तो कहीं और है, इसीलिए आपके क्लास केसफुल चल रहा है। जनरली ऐसा ही होता है, क्योंकि आप क्लास ओवर होने पर उसको खड़ा करा के पूछ लीजिए, वो नहीं बताएगा, वही कहेगा कि क्लास चलाने दे यही कौन है कि फिर सवाल पूछ रहे हैं। These are the ways. Always evaluate yourself. Either your class is going perfectly or not. Now, so instead of asking only a couple of children, try to ask from the whole class at once without making a noise. This way everyone gets the chance. Asking only a couple of children. It happens that sometimes we make our favorite students in the class. Those are good students, those are regular students, those are comfortable to speak. So we just ask those students a question and go forward to complete our syllabus. Never try to do so. Whole class at once without making it. Ask the question to the whole class and give a chance whoever likes to speak. It will make the whole class engaged with the question, and every student will think that he has to deliver something. Next slide. Over. Now, I will show some of pictures to you, and you have to explain in a single or two sentences what the picture describes, what the picture symbolizes, what should be the caption of the photo, why the photo should be used, what is the meaning of the photograph, because every photograph has a meaning. Without meaning there is nothing in the world. So after some time when you see the photo. But before this I would like to ask that talking with parents is also a way to make the classroom happy. Why it happens? Sometimes we see that a student is not feeling comfortable in the class. He is facing eyesight problem, he is facing some familiar problems, or he is facing some different types of illness. But we don't know about his background. Either we punish the student or we scold him in the class. When we talk to the parent about that particular child, we know about the individual problem of that. And when we are aware about the problem, we just behave the student properly. But without knowing the problem of the student, it sometimes happens that we regret after the action we do, that what we have done with the student. If a student has a hearing problem and we are giving some task in vocal way and he does not reply because he has not heard, and we just go and punish the student, come out from the class, go outside the class. What happened when we know that the teacher was unable to hear my question and I have punished him because he has not answered? We will feel ourselves guilty. So always try to know the problems of every student. When you talk to the guardian of the parent of the student, that if he is suffering any kind of illness, if you talk to a student that why is not interested in the classroom, just talk with affection, with smoothly to the student, that any problem? Why you are doing so in the classroom? Why are you acting such and such in the classroom? He will not hesitate to say the thing. And if you will be aware about the every problem of the child, your class, you will make your class. If your child is deaf and sitting in your classroom, I hope you will never say in the class a joke related to a deaf. If a child is physically challenged in your classroom, I hope or I think you will never say a joke related to the physically challenged people in the class.
Yes.
Because you will be fully aware that the child is sitting in the classroom and he will feel himself that I am making fun of him. So it is necessary to us to know about the problems and the strength of the child also. If a child has a leadership quality, you can make him the monitor, but you have to be aware about the qualities of your student. Next. That is final. Now come to the photographs. We have only 10 minutes left, don't worry. And you have to deliver just about the photographs. And next. It was explained earlier. Next photograph. And I would like to next. Yes, these 3 photographs. Three my colleagues kindly explain the meaning of the photographs. Is this these are the photographs of a happy classroom? If you feel so, kindly explain it. Yes, single photograph.
Yes.
Dot one.
In the first photograph, the mother is very content with her daughter, and she is feeling very well in the uniform of the daughter, as well as the picture shows that the mother is happy with her daughter in the classroom or in the school.
Mother is very happy to send his wife to the class. Okay, school. Thank you, sir, very much. Next, second photograph. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Second photograph, sir. The girl is happy and satisfied what she has done on the blackboard.
The teacher has provided the chance to write something on the blackboard.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you,
she
sir.
is satisfied.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Third one. Anyone else? Photograph, third one. Yes, this one.
The students are visiting the experiment doing in the laboratory.
So they are aware about the laboratory instruments and they are engaged in the work provided by the teacher. Thank you, madam. Next photograph. This one for kids section, especially teacher will speak. This one photograph.
Also listen to your RP. These photographs are related with child.
This photograph for
section.
kids
Child
section.
teacher.
They must deliver. No, for teacher of 1 to 5.
This
They must deliver about this photograph. Yes,
The
madam.
students are teaching something with your teacher and learning. Playing.
Which kind of activity should be named here? What is the name of this activity? Okay. Sit down, please. Teacher.
Solve the puzzle.
Yes, Kavita madam, carry on.
Learning by doing. This activity is performed in the
Learning by doing. Learning by doing. The teacher is engaged with the students. She teaches them and they are learning with their teacher. All are engaged. And this is very entertaining and happy class. Next, next person, next photograph. What one?
फोटो कहाँ है?
The student is enjoying in the field. Next.
Explain this picture. Manoj Patel sir.
Manoj Patel sir, can you explain?
Explain this picture.
As per the direction of the sports teacher, he is doing something in the globe.
In the globe. Okay, thank you sir. Next photograph sir. And this one first and second please. First one. If you are feeling problem to watch, kindly come near the screen and then speak.
I think that the teacher is showing some kind of activity in the class and the students are taking interest.
Yes, teacher are doing some activity in the class and the students are highly interested. Yes, she is doing the activity. And last one.
Online class. Student going to online classes.
इसके before एक explain नहीं हुआ है. And second one, this one.
Online class.
Online classes.
जो हमारे PRP प्रोवाइड करा रहे हैं.
And now,
PRP से
this
traditional education.
this is
Traditional education.
the way of traditional education. Teacher is teaching with activity. Whatever the teacher has done, the boy has also done the same. These are some of the ways. Remember the first photograph. Boys were happy to go to the school. They were going to the school happily. Remember the second photograph. Mother was very happy and satisfied to send her child to the school. The mother and the child both were feeling happy. There was nothing, any kind of suspicion on the face of mother or the child to go to the school that my child will be fearful in the school, or the mother was hesitating to send his child to the school. Both were happy. Mother was knowing that my child is going to create a happy future. And she will sit among the happy teachers and return back safely with such kind of belief the mother was sending his child to school. And other photographs of classroom, teachers were engaged in activities. They were not standing at the dais and delivering the lecture. All the photographs which were shown there, either it was of the junior classes or the senior classes, teachers were busy in doing activities. If a girl was writing something on the blackboard or the green board, definitely the teacher must would have watching from the backyard or from the last bench of the corner. So these are the lessons to make the happy classroom. There are 2 or 3 key points for it. First, move in the classroom maximum so that you can watch all the students properly and the students feel yourself that my teacher is nearer to me. Not on the basis of physically near, but on the basis of emotions and trust also. You are nearer to your word, physically and emotionally also. Second, provide maximum time to your students to talk in the classroom, not nonsense, just meaningful sentences, but provide them time to deliver their thoughts, feelings and expressions. Third, encourage your students. I may say encourage your colleagues encourage your society, encourage your friends, encourage your father, your mother, your friends. Encourage everyone. Whenever you see any good thing, just encourage. Encourage is just a way to make the society good, beautiful and fruitful. Encourage makes the man confident. So make your heart big and encourage others. And last but not at least, talk to guardians and be active in class. This may be the slogan line of today. Every student must know that my teacher is thinking only about myself. If you are able, if you succeed to win the trust of your child, of your student, he or she will start to share his problems to you regarding education. Either you are the teacher of social science, he will come and say that I am feeling not comfortable or feeling problem in mathematics. And it is generally it happens. That you are the teacher of other subject and your student is coming and say that, sir, I am not feeling good in Hindi. Why it happens? Because that teacher has won the heart of the student. He or she believes that when I will say my problem of any other subject to that particular subject teacher, he will try to solve my problem. This is the way. And teaching, he always remember, teaching is an art. And art always needs to improve. Art always needs to create. Art always needs to change. So we should, being a teacher, always try to make our teaching style comfortable but